my messy hair. I literally just got out of it. But today we'll be doing another foundation review, and recently I just walked past the Body Shop and I discovered that they released a cushion of their own. I'm not sure if it's like an international release, but I've never really heard about this, but I've only come to know about the Body Shop and the beauty line through Really Ree. It's a blog and also it's a person. Her name is Ree and she writes about beauty stuff. And basically I saw the Fresh Nude line in the liquid pump version, and apparently now they have the Fresh Nude Cushion Foundation and it looks like that. Not sure if you guys can see, but yeah, it's in the shade Vanilla 02. So we're just gonna try this out today, and if you guys are as intrigued as I am, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this is the condition of my skin at the moment. As usual, I'm just going to put my headband so that we can move my hair out of the way. I still love this thing so much. It's like so cute. Anyway, this is how the compact looks like. It's just this white top with a black base. It's really quite simple and it's sort of in a plastic packaging. Comes like that. So how this cushion looks like is basically there is some sort of a veil on top of the cushion. It's not really like a full sponge, it actually feels like a mesh, but yeah, it hasn't come to the surface yet. So as I'm pressing it, it's kind of appearing to the surface, if you guys can see. Yeah, I think this kind of a mesh kind of technology just prevents the cushion underneath from getting too exposed to germs and that kind of thing. So yep, we're just going to use the puff. The puff is actually quite thin, it's not super thick, and I'm just going to cleanse my face first. Okay, so taking the puff in my hand, I'm just gonna go into the compact. So this is how one layer of the product looks like, and what I can say is that it's not full coverage by any means. It kind of looks like a light to, yeah, it's actually quite a light coverage, and it does feel tacky on the skin, but the tackiness feels more like a cooling sensation. So it has some sort of, I'm not really sure what's the ingredients, but it doesn't feel like mint. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like when you spritz your face with hydration, that sudden air of coolingness. And is coolingness even a word? But as you can see, the color match is fantastic. There is 4 shades in this range. I got the shade 02 Vanilla. There's one lighter shade below, and I think this one has a very nice yellow undertone. You can see my blemishes peeking through, but overall I think that it just gives my skin a very nice dewiness. I think people with oily skin who don't like this kind of finish, this may not be one for you, but I like it, and it's not incredibly buildable. It doesn't let you kind of add coverage on areas where you need more because the formulation is kind of thin and watery, so it's not that great. I think I might have to set this at least in my T-zone, just cause in my smile lines it's starting to crease into these areas, and that's just an attribution of how liquidy the formula is, I think. So we're just gonna move over to the other side. Okay, and that's how it looks from a little further away. I think it's pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks really sheeny. The Fresh Nude formulation just strikes me as one to be really hydrating and kind of like a your skin but better kind of a finish. I think this kind of reminds me of those kind of Korean cushions, to be honest. More like the BB formulation, not really a foundation cushion because of the coverage abilities. And also another thing to note is that this does come with a scent. It has a slight, I don't know what the fragrance is. It's not entirely florally, but it just smells like there is something. I've smelled Body Shop products before, so I feel like this is a scent that is signature to Body Shop. And yeah, not much else to add. I'm just going to apply the rest of my makeup and I'll see how it holds up with the blending and the, you know, piling on of different products. And when I come to the setting portion, I'll show you how it looks different from this to what it looks like after powder as well. So I'll check back in. Okay, so this is the finish with no powder at all. It looks really sheeny. I'm just going to do a light setting of powder. So this is the before. And this is the after. It's really light setting of powder, but I just kept all the sheeniness just, you know, not too prominent, and you can still see that kind of fresh glow effect still coming through. So I think that's really good. I'll just do my blush and I'll get back to you. Okay, and that's the final finish of how the foundation looks like with everything on. And as you saw, I showed you that I did a light dusting of powder, and this is the finish it gives. I think it's really beautiful, and it kind of just makes me feel really confident in my skin in a way that is really natural. I think that with that, I added highlight also, so as you can see, but I think with that dusting of powder, taking down the dewy factor and then applying sort of radiance where you want it, looks a lot more glowy in a way that suits oily skin people. That's what I think. And yeah, not much else to add. Coverage is still pretty low. I did do a little bit of cream contouring, and as expected, the foundation base did shift a lot, just because I think that this has quite a heavy water content to it. So it's not going to be fully foundation pigments, if that makes sense, that adheres to the skin and doesn't budge at all. It's kind of like a refreshing wash of foundation that can't really set to a fully set base, so whatever you apply on top will shift. But yeah, that's all I really have to say at this point. I'll check back in when I get back. Okay, so I'm back from my day, and basically you can see a lot of the oils are starting to seep through at certain areas, and it's looking, I guess, a little greasy, but at the same time, surprisingly, after setting the base with powder, I was shocked to see how well it lasted throughout the day. I think that it still looks really put together and almost like it's quite a long-lasting foundation, but I honestly think it's attributed to the powder setting. Just doing a light dusting of powder will ensure that this lasts for a pretty long time, and yeah, I have nothing much else to add. So it comes in 4 shades at Body Shop, and also I think the shade range is pretty good. I got the shade 2 and it matches me really well, NC 20 to 25, and there's a medium and dark shade as well. So yeah, I have not much else to add, and if you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!